Hey Math 6, happy Wednesday. I hope that your day's off to a great start and let's jump into things. Make sure you're in a distraction-free area, you're comfortable, and you have your charged Chromebook ready to go. Check the assignment sheet that's shared on the West website. That will be updated with any materials you need for today's class. And then we're going to get started with a mental math warm-up. So if you need to pause and make sure you have everything or to laugh at my really cool joke, go ahead and do that now. All right, mental math warm-up. I want you to start with 50, double it, split it into fourths, divide by 5, and then increase by 25. Did you get 30? If not, rewind and try it again. All right, how about this one? Let's start with 50 cents, triple the amount, increase by $2.75, spend $1.50, and then earn $5.50. If you got a little lost, again, rewind and listen again, and you should end with $8.25. Part of today's assignment, which will be in Google Forms, is going to be creating your own mental math warm-up sequence that I can feature in videos for next week. So be thinking of some mental math sequences that you might want to create. They can be a situation, like I did spending or earning money, could be tying in fractions, decimals, percents, but remember we want to make it so our classmates can solve it using mental math. All right, today we're going to jump back into our topic that we started way before distance learning, and that's around integers and rational numbers. So as a reminder, integers are positive and negative whole numbers. Another way we can think of that are whole numbers and their opposites. So the opposite of negative 17 would be 17. And then when we start talking about rational numbers include integers, but also a lot more. So rational numbers are any number, positive or negative, that can be written as a terminating or repeating decimal as well. So, for example, 1/3 would be a rational number because we could represent that as 0.3 repeated. Something that isn't a rational number, an example that we talked pretty good amount about was pi. So although pi is positive and it is a decimal, there's no rhyme or reason or pattern to the decimal. So it doesn't have a repeating pattern. It's not terminating. It almost goes on in this random fashion forever. So pi would be an example of an irrational number. So for the rest of the week, we're still going to focus on integers and other rational numbers. And today our focus is going to be ordering rational numbers either from greatest to least or least to greatest. Now, it's not always going to tell you if an integer or if a rational number is positive or negative, so you have to be thinking of some signals and some clues while you're reading the word problem to know. So if we're talking about below sea level, we are going to know that that's a negative rational number. If we're talking about being in debt, that's also negative. So a lot of the problems that we're going to look at this week are situational, so you have to use some of your reading skills and some context clues before you order them from greatest to least or least to greatest. I want to take you over to today's assignment. So if you go back again to that assignment sheet, that's kind of your core document for the week, and you go to the bottom where it says practice. If you click on that link, it will take you to a Google form. So I'm going to take us over there now, and let me move my screen. Hold on one second. So now I'm over in the Google form that if you click and it will bring you here, this is what it will look like. At the top, it says April 1st, that's today's date. So even if you're getting access to this link beforehand, try not to work on the assignments until the date that they're assigned, just so we're spreading out your learning and you're not doing all of this math in one day. So this assignment is to be completed on Wednesday, April 1st. Read the questions carefully, answer, and then submit the form when you're finished. If you aren't sure about something, you can type your answer here and you could just say, Miss Phillips, I have a question about, and then let me know what your question is about. Don't just leave it blank, or don't just say like IDK or didn't know what to do or question marks. Tell me a little bit about what part confused you, so then we can meet in a Google Meet, or I can comment on the document and give you a little bit of feedback. All right, so you're going to read these questions and answer them. So I'll read the first one to you just so you make sure you understand, and then you can work on the assignment. Sam has $10 in the bank. He owes his friend Hank $2.25. He owes his sister $1.75. Consider the three rational numbers related to the story of Sam's money and write in order them from least to greatest. So if he has $10 in the bank, that's his. Ask yourself right now if that would be positive or negative. If you have money in the bank, that would be positive. That's yours. If he owes Hank $2.25, is that going to be a positive or a negative? What do you think? I can't hear you. Negative. You got it. Yes. If you owe money, you're out that money. So we would have a positive 10, a negative $2.25, and he owes his sister money, so a negative $1.75. So if I have to order them from least to greatest, my least number is my number that's furthest to the left of 0. That's the furthest away. So that would be negative 2 25/100 because he owes that money. And then a little bit closer to 0 would be negative 1.75. And then 10 is positive, so that would be my greatest. Okay, so there's my solution for number 1. You're going to answer 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th question is creating your own mental math sequence. Try to do it with 5 steps. Okay, so start with 5, double it, increase by 20, reduce by 40, and multiply it times 2. Those could be your 5 steps. And then make sure that you include your answer so I can double check it. And remember, the goal is for mental math here. All right, guys, happy working. Do your best. Let me know what questions you have. Don't forget to hit submit when you're done. And I will see you guys either later today or tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.